The High Sierra Trail, 72 miles across Sequoia National Park to Mount Whitney, the highest point in the continental United States, packing in some of the best of the Sierra Nevadas. Join my hiking buddy Larry and me on our 7-day adventure. This video is part 1 of 2 of our trip. Subscribe to the channel so you get updates when new videos are posted. As part of this trip, I was hiking to support Natural High, a charity which helps keep youths and young adults off drugs and alcohol. You can still donate to the cause if you like. I have a link to the donation page in the video description. I've also created several pieces of original music for these videos. If you do donate to Natural High and would like copies of the music, just drop me an email at the address in the description and I'll send them to you. There's Mount Whitney. I drove my car to Whitney Portal near Lone Pine, California, and spent the night at a bit of elevation to help acclimate. I planned to leave my car here, which is the end of the trail. The next morning, I went into town to pick up a few last-minute items. Then I did the final packing of my backpack and waited for our ride to the trailhead to arrive to take us on the 6-hour drive to Sequoia National Park. Here are the items that I took on this trip. I have a list of them in the video description below in case you are interested. I also measured out food for each day. We had to carry all of our food for 7 days with us from the start, so finding calorie-dense food was important to save weight and space. Nevertheless, my pack turned out to be way too heavy, mostly because I brought too much food. We spent our final night before hitting the trail in 3 Rivers, which is about an hour from the trailhead. We woke up at about 5 a.m. and Trent from 3 Rivers Transportation drove us to get our permits, and then to the trailhead at Crescent Meadow. 5 minutes into the park, we saw our first and only bear of the entire trip. We are at the Giant Forest Museum. This is where we pick up our permits for the High Sierra Trail. And then we just have a short few-minute drive to Crescent Meadow, which is the trailhead start. Thank you so much, Trent. Really appreciate it. Awesome job getting us from Whitney over here to the start of the trailhead and everything else.
Nice.
And the best restaurant too.
Sierra Subs.
Sierra Subs. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Rivers, yep.
After getting our permit and checking the latest trail conditions and news posted by the rangers, we took the 5-minute drive to the trailhead. And we are off. It's about 10 to 8 in the morning. We have officially begun our trek. First real break, packs off. Great little spot here in the shade, nice little brook. That is the trail behind. And that is the trail ahead. 10:30 a.m. We're coming up on 5 miles. So not quite halfway done for the day. Almost 5 miles, and it's a pretty tough hike. It's not the most extreme, but it's pretty tough and quite enough for the first day, getting used to it on the trail. It's pretty hot down in the foot of the mountains. It's going to be 108 today, so it's much cooler up here. Probably only like about 80 at the most.
The cut.
He made the cut.
40, we get together once a year for 40 years.
Yeah.
This is Merton Creek. So we are going to stop here for lunch, and definitely feeling hungry. So been good so far. I think we've gone 6 miles, probably around there. Beautiful country. Merton Creek seems a pretty popular place for people to stop and have lunch.
Not the bear puck rail, but trails.
Oh, nice. Oh, he would.
All right, well, have a good journey. Gone about 7.5 miles. Just a beautiful, beautiful park. It's been pretty hot, but we just hit a nice patch of shade with a nice cool breeze coming at us. It just felt amazing. Oh wow. Let me turn the camera around here. That's the Great Western Divide. We'll be crossing that tomorrow by going over Kauai Gap. Yeah, so this is Buck Creek, and I think from here We take switchbacks and climb up to Bear Paw, going this way. The man said it's 1 mile straight up. Pulling into Bear Paw Meadow Campground. After quite a day of hiking. Hello, at camp on night 1, Bear Paw Meadow Camp. It was a pretty tough day, being the first day, and I think both of our packs too heavy, probably bought too much food, so I need to try to find a way to lighten things. Next, I've got to try to find enough air to blow up the mattress. It's always a hard part. But here, I'll show you around the camp. And it looks pretty much like we're the only ones here. I don't know if more people will come in. The High Sierra camp, which is not open at this time, is up that way. And I did see a few people just kind of like pitching tents there, even though the services and everything are not open. So, gonna get the camp all set up here, relax a bit, and then start thinking about dinner. Got the compression socks on. Fashionable and functional. At the end of a long day, time to turn in and then try to get a good night's sleep. Got a really hard day tomorrow. So that's day 1. We did about 11.5 miles, and it took us about 9 hours including rest stops and lunch. It was about 2,000 feet of climbing. There was one particularly challenging section just at the end coming up to camp. Deer came right up to my tent. Day 2, 6:30 a.m. We broke camp and we are heading out that way. This is the High Sierra camp at Bear Paw Meadow. It's not operational yet, has not reopened since COVID. But that's our path today. All right, day 2, we are on the trail. We're gonna take a little rest here before we cross the bridge. That is the old bridge that a rock took out a few years back. Whew. Tough climb. That's the trail where we came from. But we went all the way down, down, and then came back up. Really tough. Beautiful, but super slow going today. Only about 2.5 miles in. We're about a half mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile from Hamilton Lakes area. I think we're gonna stop for lunch there. Yep, I think that's our climb. Whew. Gone just over about 4 miles today and almost to Hamilton Lakes. Actually, we're in the Hamilton Lakes area. I think up ahead, after we climb a bit more, we can access the bigger lake. We're gonna stop for lunch there, probably take an hour break. Lots of climbing.
'Cause this reflection isn't clear. Clouded by too many years. A muddy puddle, but I hear what I can't see.
We finished lunch, we relaxed, put our feet in the lake, refilled water, cleaned up a bit. We're ready to hit the road almost, and it just started sprinkling.
Puts a lifetime between you.
Basically, we've got to go up over that gap. Oh my gosh. I'm scared.
We're all guilty. Guilty in our shattered ways. Look out for the sharpest edges. Pieces that remain.
left Hamilton Lakes, what was it, Larry? Hour and a half? 2 hours ago?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half ago, and we've gone 1 mile. Like exactly 1 mile. Here's the famous tunnel they cut through the rock.
It puts a lifetime between you and me.
I'll take this over hot sun.
If you had a voice, would you speak out loud? If you had a voice.
So it was raining and then it was thundering. We didn't see any lightning, but we're about 2/3 up to Precipice Lake and Sequoia Gap, and we definitely don't want to get caught on the top there in a thunderstorm. So we've just been sitting here just past that tunnel, thinking that if it gets really bad, we could just backtrack to that tunnel and wait it out.
It's clouded by too many heat. It rings in silence, but I hear what I cannot see. It rings in silence, speaks in truth. It steals our happiness in you. It puts a lifetime between you and me.
We gotta go up there to where the snow is. We came from way, way down there today. Nope, not there yet. So amazing. We are helping each other out here.
Thank you so much.
I needed to lighten my load, and
we thought we were only going to be out here for 7 days, but it turns out we're going to be here for 8. So
they needed food. Perfect.
thank you so much, Ron. I appreciate it. Awesome.
So they're camping here tonight. Look at that camp spot. Getting close to Sequoia Gap. What do you think? Maybe half a mile, huh? No, quarter of a mile.
Yeah, quarter and a half.
It's almost 10,800 here at Sequoia Gap. That's exactly where we are now. What did we earn? Well, we earned this view, amazing, and we earned a downward trend. And that was a hard climb, really hard climb from Bear Paw, where we camped last night. We've done about almost 9 miles so far. And we've been hiking for 11 hours, over 11 hours. But the actual hiking time, moving time, is about 5 hours, 45 minutes. So we've been taking a lot of breaks, and we hung out at Hamilton Lakes, a great spot. Then we had to stop because of the rain and the thunder. We didn't want to get caught here on the gap, you know, if it was going to be thunder and lightning. Our goal was to get down to the Big Arroyo camp, but that's another, I think, 4 miles yet. I don't know. It's I think it's 6:45 in the evening now. We shall see. I know downhills can be hard on the knees, but honestly, after all that climbing today, I'll take this any day. Forest here. It's getting dark. Mosquitoes are really bad. Gotta keep going. Oh, it's really getting pretty dark here. We're gonna break our headlights pretty soon, I think. But should be like 0.2. And if that's the case, then we will have made it to our original goal, all the way to the Big Arroyo Junction Camp.
Wow, day 2 was pretty killer. We only did just over 11.5 miles, but it took us almost 14 hours because we took a lot of breaks due to all the climbing, and also because we waited for the thunderstorm to clear before going over the pass and heading down to Big Arroyo. The climb out of Hamilton Lakes in the heat was particularly challenging.
Morning. Day 3 it is. Slept in. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna get up and start getting things going here. Well, it rained a bit last night, so we're just packing up camp here, but trying to dry everything off. We had breakfast, and then once we break everything down, pack it up, we'll be on our way. Day 3, starting out on the trail, about 10 a.m. We climb up about 1,000 feet over the next 3 miles. Then the rest of the day is pretty much all downhill. Well, wouldn't you know it, after a little bit of a warm-up through the forest, here we go again.
Mile in, maybe a little bit less. It's a little tough day, but very pretty.
Whew. We've hiked 1 mile, about 55 minutes. So we're going slow, but we've climbed about 350 feet. Well, didn't anticipate something like this on the trail. This is, is this how it normally is, or you think something's washed out, or?
Probably washed out.
Yeah, this is, whoa.
Careful. Oh, man. Wow. Congrats, man. We both made it across safely, but thank God for Larry because he went back and got my pack.
Looks like there might be something up higher, but I didn't see a way. But if now we can help you forward this crossing.
Oh, look where he is right now. Look where Gibson's standing. Oh my gosh, we missed it.
We might have missed the trail.
Oh, wow.
You live and you learn.
Wow. Oh, I wonder. Oh, now we got to see if we can get back on the trail, or we got to come across again. Alrighty. We'll see ya.
Cross-country miles under your belt.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, we had that pasta last night. It was really good.
It was good. Oh, great. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks.
So, point to the real trail. That's where we should have come. Point to where we came there, but it rejoins pretty quickly. But I guess at some point the trail was rerouted because of a washout. But we just somehow missed that switchback. Anyway, that was a great adventure.
Down like it felt like nothing, and then starting today going straight up again.
What are you eating there?
This year,
Mackerel?
holy mackerel.
Holy mackerel.
You know, before that we had a tin of
Yeah, smoked mussels.
smoked mussels.
Ah, nice. You
And
guys
since,
got the,
since the wrapping is, since the packaging's off of it, it was chef's surprise. We didn't know what we were doing. So.
And we kept forgetting to eat these chips.
Yeah.
We finally, right, today's lunch,
Finally
we're
got
gonna
'em?
do it.
So really, this is fish and chips.
fish and chips. That's awesome. Fish and chips on the High Sierra Trail.
See the difference where they shop and where I shop at the gas station. I got
Yeah. You got, was that Black's?
my pepperoni.
Yeah. Or, oh, pepperoni. Okay, no. And then we got the, we've got the cheese and cracker connoisseur, but no wine, right?
No wine. No wine. Didn't have time to get really great cheese, so I stopped at Trader Joe's.
Yeah. Did the trick.
Our next stop after lunch, about 40 minutes later, and has started to drizzle. Looks like there's a system coming right at us, so thundering and stuff. So we just pulled out our rain jackets. We can take a break here for a while. We are braving the elements, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
This is awesome. Look at this. Here's a lovely meadow. Probably a good place to see a bear if it wasn't raining. We are going to take the little spur to Moraine Lake. It adds about, I don't know, a little less than a mile, I think, to the HST. That's what actually most people tend to do. So we go this way. It's 3 in the afternoon. It's actually just a few minutes, maybe like 5 minutes since I did the last video when it was raining and we had just taken the spur to Moraine Lake. But the sun is now out and it's beautiful. And you can really feel it heating up in that short amount of time. Drying our things out after that rain. Still heading to Moraine Lake, where we're going to camp tonight. One thing you got to watch out for is, it was pretty chilly when it was raining earlier. And now that the rain stopped and the sun's out, it's actually pretty hot. So you got to be ready to adapt to, changing conditions, especially in the mountains. You never know what it's going to be. Hot, cold, rain, snow even. Although unlikely at this time of year. I am just coming up on Moraine Lake. Super easy walk from our last stop. Wow, look at this. Sweet. Well, I don't know what the other trail, if you don't take this spur to Moraine Lake, looks like, but this is totally worth an extra mile. All of a sudden, and I swear, one more step, I would have stepped on this huge rattlesnake. Came pretty close to a rattlesnake. Whew. Man, I just jumped back and got out of there. See him now. It's pretty big. It's not beef stroganoff. I'm having fettuccine alfredo tonight.
We're making up for last night.
Yeah, we didn't eat much last night because we got in so late. But instead of bringing all these backpacker bags, I just dumped them into plastic bags and brought one insulated bag, and that's how I'm going to do it. Save a little space.
Compared to yesterday, day 3 was not bad at all. And besides the rattlesnake scare, Moraine Lake turned out to be one of the best camp spots on the entire trail. Thank you all for watching part 1 of our High Sierra Trail adventure. Keep a lookout for part 2 when it's posted, or subscribe so you get notified. And if you're interested in donating to help keep kids off drugs, see the link in the description below. See you soon!